What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Kickin with Kachi, where we highlight individuals that are really taking their industry by storm. And today, we have my boy, my brother. Honestly, like it's like from the sandbox, right? Can we say like that's from the sandbox as old as we are now? Like my boy is coming down from the boogie down. Vaughn, the artist. Thank you for coming in and kicking with me, my brother. Thank you. I need to like get some like funk flex bombs because that's what I need. That's what this feels like. How you feeling, brother?
Nah, I feel blessed. Feel blessed to be back here, man. Talking with you, like you said, from the sandbox, like 10 plus years. So it's crazy. It's a crazy feeling, like full circle moment type shit.
Honestly speaking, and it's like speaking of the full circle moment. I love how these segues always get so natural, right? Like going to the high school for music for vocal performance, and
Hmm.
then now 8, 9 plus years later, right, living in that. Back
Yeah.
then, do you think that we always know that that's the dream, but
Uh,
now you kind of sort of living it. Like, how does the full circle moment feel in that regard?
Honestly, like it's something that you think of for real, but you don't really know if you're gonna go after it. Because
Right, right.
when I was like, going to school for music, I kind of thought I was gonna end up like an opera singer.
Mm,
Um, but life took a different turn, and I met amazing connects, and now we're here now. So I mean, I always felt like I was gonna do something with music, so I'm happy that I'm utilizing that gift. Uh, so I mean, I'm just where I'm supposed to be, I guess.
right. And with the music, right? Like, I can't carry a tune to save my life. So
Mhm.
when I think about good music, right? Like 2021 Pressure, this ballad, sultry ballad that's just showcasing the range and the creativity that is, right, Vaughn the artist. Like,
Mhm.
but 2021 also we saw a whole vastly different wave of music, right? That was quote unquote popular, viral. What is the mainstream, right?
Right.
Was that also maybe a combative force of doing what I want to do, but how do I also appeal to this new wave, right? This generation that isn't getting on the Luther Vandross, isn't getting on the Anita
Hmm.
Baker, isn't getting on, the tunes, right, anymore.
Um, that song in particular, I recorded like a year before I put it out, and
Right.
like you said, it was going kind of against the grain of what everybody else was putting out. Especially the timing. Like I put out like
Right.
a slow R&B song in summer. Like
Right.
like who really does that? But my manager at the time, Rel Mack, he told me, good music stands on its own, and
Mm-hmm.
you don't need to go with the time. Like you make your own schedule, kind of thing. So I was like, okay, that sounds pretty badass. So I was like, all right, like I make my own schedule. Like I'm gonna put it out when we put it out, and
Right.
whoever gravitates to it. So yeah, it was something for me, for real, for real. I just wanted to stay true to my R&B traditional roots in a
Right.
sense.
Right.
So
And
yeah.
R&B, right? Also massive wave from the late 2010s into the early 2020s, right? Like, I'm talking about the
Yeah.
neo soul, the trap R&B, the sexy
Mhm.
R&B, right? All these
Mhm.
different flavors that are also coming out, and these also kind of infusing a lot of your music, right? Because now we're seeing these amazing covers that you're putting on Instagram on if I had a verse on this, right? And also showcasing a little bit of
Mhm.
that range. So what is the ethos behind, choosing those songs and kind of flexing your muscle a little bit on those songs?
To be honest, I didn't go to school for marketing, right? And you're constantly brainstorming ways of how to tap into a new audience.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I'm just thinking, I'm like, well, the one common core that people tell me like is that I have a certain nostalgia with my music, right?
Yeah.
So I came up with a thing of like revamping old songs and remixing them and putting a new school spin on them. So I take the audience from that era and I merge them with my crowd. And as far as like the new songs that come out, it's just like staying current, staying plugged in, staying grounded with the new artists and showing love. Because I do love the new acts that are coming out right now,
Right.
and I just feel like I could add to that, artistic flair or whatever they're doing. So it's really just like I see it as like a win-win. I show love, you show love. We both eat kind of situation.
No, and the covers are like amazing. My favorite one, obviously, is the it was the 21 Aria Star because I'm Nigerian. Like that,
Uh,
that one got to me. But then you dropped the Mutt one with Leon Thomas, and I feel like that one specifically, right? Like because Leon Thomas in itself, I feel like similarly to you, right? Like the work behind the scenes, right? Like the storytelling, the culture production, right? And doing the groundwork to then get to that point. Like I need to see a Leon Thomas Vaughn the artist collab, obviously one day in real life because I
you know
would
what's
believe it
funny that
flows
you say that?
so beautifully.
It's funny that you say that because today, I got a message from Leon, and he said I killed it. Like he gave me a stamp of approval. So
And God is good.
shout out to Leon. Shout out to
And God is
Leon.
good.
I appreciate it. Like just being stamped and co-signed by these major artists that are getting these major attention. Little old me in the Bronx, just hustling, trying to do my thing. Yeah, like I speak it into existence. That we touch the same rooms and that we work, man, for real.
And speaking about the boogie down, because we love the city, like
Hmm.
remaining true to that artist, right? Bad, right? Very much like I'm out with the guys, I'm out with the girls. I'm trying to see the nice fine John that I'm at the barbecue with, and I'm just you know what I'm saying? Like music video, first music video, like and that being like your visual work, your visual piece, right? Like how did
Mhm.
that kind of come together?
So, um, basically, how did Bad come together? I wrote Bad like 3 years ago. Um, I had first like bought my equipment, and I was like, oh, like I want to record a banger. That was the first song I recorded when I bought like a mic and setup or whatever the case may be. Shout out to my producer, Kevin Dave. We worked on that, and it was just like a summer vibe. It was fun. It was upbeat,
Right, right.
and for real, there's not like I don't know really like too many like R&B up tempo songs. So I
Mm-hmm.
definitely wanted to have fun with it. I wanted you to feel vivacious. I wanted it to feel like old New York because that's what I heard when I heard
Right.
the Spanish guitar. I was like, oh, this feels like like old school like New York. So
It's
I
South
wanted to,
Pole. This is right here on Burnside.
yeah,
Like
like I wanted to capture that nostalgia in the video.
obviously we're talking about, Boogie Down Bronx, right?
Mm,
Get into the nostalgia and getting back to the roots. So the bad music video, right?
mm,
Like is given that I'm over in Dykeman. I just came from uptown, got on the train with the ice cup, you know what I'm saying?
mhm,
Feeling nice, feeling J, you know what I'm saying?
mhm,
It's everything. It's everything that you ever wanted in the New York love story summer vibe, right? And obviously very, very New York, right? Not
mhm.
anything else.
Right.
Not trying to cater to an audience, not trying to cater to a variety moment. What it is speaking truly to culture. How did that
Yeah.
sort of come to be, and that being your very first major visual work that you presented as yourself as an artist?
Okay. So basically, with that music video, I recorded that song like 2 3 years ago, um, when I first got my equipment, and I just wanted to record a banger. Like, there's not too many R&B up tempo songs, so I definitely wanted to capture that nostalgia, that Bronx energy. Like, I
Right,
feel
right.
like people's not tapped in for real, and I want to put on. So basically, with that, I worked with my producer Kevin Dave. We came up with that. I just freestyled the whole fucking song, and we recorded it. I reached out to my connects, MJ. He put me in contact with Court. Court delivered some amazing visual work. For Bad, he really got the vision of what I was trying to capture.
Mm-hmm.
And I met Celine. Uh, she's an amazing choreographer.
I was
For
gonna
the
ask who put the footwork together because you also don't be seeing like the dance numbers in the music videos no more. Like you don't see like, bro. I remember you used to like be on MTV and like
uh-huh.
practice the dance moves because then
Yeah.
when the concert happened, you knew exactly what to do once you put up. Like they don't put that together no more. That was a quality addition.
Yeah, so shout out to Celine Boom. She really she took me and molded me like for that cuz I'm not a dancer. Like I've never
Really.
I'm I'm not a dancer
You're a
at
lie.
all.
You're a lie. I gotta say, if I'll be outside, if I'll be in the police, I'll be seeing it. He be lying. He be in the circle.
I look, I got rhythm, but like to do like a boom cat, like I don't be doing that. You feel
Nah,
me?
I feel that. I feel that. I got like
Hmm.
my patented like three moves when I'm in the circle, so I don't
You
embarrass
feel me? And then
myself.
you stick to what you know, type,
Right,
like
right.
so with her, it was like a whole new world. She was very patient with me. She didn't push me too far, but she pushed me enough because she worked with me. She saw the potential and she was like, you know what, I'm gonna work with you. And ever since then, we've been locked in. Like that's my girl, man.
Mhm,
So she basically staged that whole dancing number. I gave her the vision and she took it and she ran with it.
mhm.
And now we have bad, and it just feels like I would say it feels like a classic.
I think so too. I mean, it's one of those things that I feel like you ever know like those videos that you kind of go back to when you was
Uh
like
huh.
in middle school and high school. Like it's one of those like those great feel good, just good songs, good visuals, and just everything put together. Like I said, that was a hit. I'm like, yeah, I know that dude. Put me on.
I
Whatever check coming
appreciate
his way, put I knew him.
it.
And you know it's crazy. Like you saw like first song right, like
Hmm.
slow sultry ballad that comes out in the summer, and
Hmm.
now here we are, and I'm trying to up the game, right? And now like you said, marketing wise with the music, you're doing visuals, you're doing more songs, you're doing this bedtime blues series that I also want to get into, right? Because
Hmm.
you're now letting us into the writing process, which I always appreciate of people that make their life music early on, right?
Hmm.
Like you knew in high school that this is you, right? And
Hmm.
I commend that because you stuck with it. And that's not easy to do because that's a longer time of doubt and self doubt and imposter
Yeah,
syndrome. So kudos to you.
definitely.
Um, so I appreciate the songwriting, the world building that is behind the music, and now you allow us to do that with the bedroom blues, right?
Hmm.
So that there's a vulnerability phase I think as well as in addition to this um give physical therapy visuals as well, like there's some vulnerability phases going on. Am I hitting a nail?
Definitely, definitely, definitely. I'm a layered guy. Like there's a lot of layers to me, and to go through the whole processes of putting out streaming platforms and numbers and that thing. I didn't really want to go through all of that rigmarole for everything.
Right.
So I was like, what? How else can I invite people into me as an artist and my artistry and my ability, my vocal ability and my pen ability?
Mm-hmm.
And it was people love a visual, they love to watch you. So I said, I'm gonna just write a song to some nostalgic stuff and make you feel something, and just tap in to that core
Mm-hmm.
memory.
Mm-hmm.
So that's basically what I was trying to do, and I think it's working. I like to think it's working. I think people gravitate to it because it's definitely nostalgic and they're like, oh, like you kind of like how to sing,
Right.
how to vocal arrange.
Right.
And that's what I want to show people is that like I'm not a one trick pony. I can do any type of R&B you put in front of me. You feel me? Just give me that opportunity to show you. So
Right.
that's really what it was. I just wanted to show people what I can do without saying, "Oh, I'm the greatest," just actually let my work show for it, type thing.
Right. And it's this the best way to build a community organically, right? Because like you said, like it's not gimmicks, it's not virality, it's not
Hmm.
trips, right? What it is truly artistry and like you said, like embodying in yourself, but yourself as a product of culture, right? And now giving back to that culture. I think that's all what artists want to do, right? They want to give back to the very thing that inspired them to create in the first place. Like, and my brother, you are doing it well, right? So like you said, coming out initially, right? You thought you was gonna be an opera singer, and
Yeah.
I know that the genre blending thing is crazy these days. So are we gonna see like maybe a Vaughn the rapper, Vaughn the punk rock, Vaughn the Caribbean vibe, Afro beats, a little bachata?
You know, with me, you can always expect the unexpected. I'm always challenging myself, doing different genres. I don't want to put myself in a box. You know, R&B is my home. It's always gonna be my home. But I do play. You know, I play around a lot. And
Mm,
me and my producer, we've actually been working on some house music, which is very outside of my comfort zone.
okay, okay.
But you know, with higher and the feedback that I received overseas, oh, there's an audience for this. Like, oh, people like really like house music. Okay,
Right,
cool.
right.
I can, you know, I could jump into that bag a little more and play with it. So we definitely have some songs in that genre. I've definitely done some reggae, some Afro beat type. You know, just I just like to keep it fresh and like just explore. You know.
All right, I'm just saying. I'm like I said, I'm Nigerian. I need to see it on the playlist. That's all I'm saying. So, what are you sort of looking forward to, right? I mean, we, as you guys know, we're recording this in the beginning of the year, and in that mindset, right? All creators are now thinking, this is my year, right? Because we have to be ready for
Yes.
it to be that
Yes.
year, right? We have to be ready.
Yes.
So every year has to be that year. So what does this
Mhm.
year being your year look like for you?
This year I will be releasing my debut EP.
Wow.
So it's really all about that. It's for real, for real. For me, it's like leaving my mark on the world, showcasing what I've been doing the last 5 years. That I haven't just been twiddling my fingers. Like I've been working, I've been grinding, I've been training for this moment, and just leaving a legacy that lives on beyond me. You know what I mean?
Right,
That's
right,
as an artist, that's what I want to do. Like when I'm dead and gone, I want people to look like, yo, he made an like amazing bodies of
right,
work.
right.
So it's really just about that, just ingraining that muscle memory, putting out music, pumping out content, and releasing that EP for real, for real.
Wow. Can I ask how many songs maybe?
So there's 8 songs on it. There's eight
Okay,
songs,
okay, okay.
8 songs.
Did
Yeah.
we already get? I know I'm asking too much. I'm a little greedy. Did we already get
No, no,
maybe
no. You good. You
six,
good.
maybe a song already that would be on the EP? Maybe
You
as a sing. Have we already?
so 3 of them are already out.
Okay,
Bad, Good
okay,
Juju,
okay.
and Physical Therapy. Those are all on the EP. So you're getting 5 brand new
Okay.
unheard songs.
Thank you for
Hmm.
giving us good juju again. Honestly, I need a tiny desk version of good juju because when you hit that high note, man, when you like, I can't do it because you know,
Hmm.
I'm just not talented and gifted, right? But when I tell y'all, when you're driving home, 9 p.m., 10 p.m.,
Hmm.
it's a lonely road. Just put on good juju. And if it don't make you drive 65 and a 32 back to your home, lover, yeah, he, she, they, because my boy don't use pronouns. It don't matter who you're going to, but once good you come on, you're going to them.
Uh-huh.
You're going to them. I listen. That is in like top five. It was in my. This is not actually like I do a lot of like edification because these guys are amazing. But this is real life. This is real life.
Mm.
In my Spotify, you were in my top 20 songs that I've listened to
Woo!
last year. So good juju, like I said, is I put everybody onto that song. I'm like I know, like
Ooh.
I said, when I know him, I know him. That song is my. I could talk about good juju all freaking day. Me and Zach, remember Zach in middle school? We was listening to that song before I got into this interview. We was like that
Oh,
song, goodness. But
oh man, I
yeah,
appreciate the love for
yeah,
real, for real.
yeah, yeah.
When I hear
Oh
stuff
yeah,
like
I'm
that,
fan these
is
people in
just
real life.
you feel me? Like when I hear stuff like that, it's just like, okay, cool. There is an audience for traditional R&B. Like
Hmm.
people want
Hmm.
that feeling back,
Yeah.
and it warms my heart because it does feel like I am in a dying genre, and
Mm-hmm.
people are moving past this
Right.
subsection of music. But
Right.
hearing that from people like you, it keeps the fire burning in traditional R&B singers. So I appreciate your words, man. Like I really do. And
Of course.
there's more of that on the project.
Of
There's
course.
more of that on the project.
I need. Do we have a possible date? I don't want to pressure you too much, but obviously we're
See,
working.
now that we don't have the date
Okay.
just yet. We're still tying up some loose ends with publishing and stuff, but all of the songs are recorded. All of
Oh
the
wow.
songs are recorded, locked and loaded. We
Oh wow.
just tying that up and then the rollout.
I need it. I need it. Honestly. And I already know the rollout is gonna be authentically you, like
Yes,
from
of
the
course.
beginning with the who is one of the artists and the bedroom blues and the covers.
Mhm.
Like you don't need a marketing team, man. Like I know it's gonna be good. I know it's gonna be good. I know it's gonna be good. So, Vaughn, the artist, thank you so much for coming in and kicking me, my brother. Like it's been an honor, it's been a pleasure. Like I said, I'm a fan in the real life, so this is
Ah,
truly a
man.
great moment, honestly.
Man, the pleasure is all mine. Thank you for having me on your platform. I'm glad to see you doing amazing things after Howard, man. Like, salute to you, King. Like, you putting on for the young artists, the artists that are just developing. And we need more platforms like this, spotlighting, local talent. So, appreciate to you, bro. Keep doing what you're doing.
Man, you keep doing what you're doing, man. I'm gonna keep a job. That's all. You keep doing what you're doing. I'm gonna have amazing things to coming back and talking about. That's what it sounds like. Obviously, honestly, like I definitely know this is gonna be one of those like funk flex moments, big boy moments where I'm gonna be 65 on my podcast and we're gonna be right back with it again. Like I can't wait for that time. So I know I'm gonna stamp this moment in time, and it was a great one. So thank you
Mhm.
guys for another amazing episode of Kicking with Kachi. You can check out this interview at the DC Voice on Instagram and YouTube. Check out my boy Vaughn the Artist on all platforms. VonneTheArtist the Artist on Instagram, on Spotify, on Apple Music, on YouTube, on your flyers in your neighborhood, plotting your city in the next tour. Because my boy's dropping an EP this year. This year, you check it out. You check it out. I'm your host Kachi at Onye.7773 because I'm lucky, and we are out of here. Peace.